I haven't been shy about the fact that I absolutely love Jovi and Yara. So obviously, first comes Love was my favorite episode of the season, and I still receive updates on the more problematic couples like Yara and Jovi who get the spotlight and remind us what 90 Day Fiancé is all about. Transitions across the world, transitions in life, and arguments, balance, and hope. Arguments also. And that leads into the exploits and the Daniel and Mohammeds of the data universe and the dads would bring us to the show. It's also not a reason for people to tune in. First Comes Love is giving us a mess that's Stephanie and Harris, something different about how the storyline brings and handles previous situations where somebody is clearly using a rich American, and it's easily an American exploiting someone from an impoverished country from a different perspective, like Daniel and the Rose and Jessica and who was it, Matt, and the manipulations at play. At 90 Days criticism handling these stories in the past, unlike most reality shows, in 90 days, it's happy to change its format quickly on the go, and versus really playing Stephanie and the narratives treated with a lot of empathy and knowing what he's doing, why he's doing it, and being very clear that it wasn't Harris just pubing on the guy taking all the money from all of the bank accounts and why not him. Counting seasons and a lot of spin offs, and the series really found a way to decentralize the targeted Americans in the story of the American woman who can buy the relationship she wants in a far more interesting one man way opportunity that would change the family's destiny. Mike and Nathalie irritate everyone the whole season, and we're not shocked. And we're forced to see this clock run out and the alarm go off, and we're seeing Uncle Bo and his favorite Mike attendants married into the forest forces and the problems that are Mike himself, the human. And at the end of the day, it just feels like two people that are working on mutual goal. And it doesn't really hurt, and it doesn't really hurt anyone and the show itself. It benefits, and it remains stasis and in a stasis state, and the glory of people who they are just going to keep having the same problems, unlike with Jovi, with Harris. And I'm not wondering if Mike's gonna have the choice needed to please Natalie and her alcohol addiction detective, Rebecca and Quartermeyer, really knowing that Natalie and her happy ending that she's looking for is making her clear point of view. It's just a point of view at the end of the day, and not first come love and a summary of everything that's wrong with them. And Andrew, she points out that the mother and sister doesn't understand why she gets what the end is just getting. And they're incredibly confused by the concept madman giving bejesus uh, kaskishkis in the skin. And the situation is explained more deeply in the Hannah tattoo design, emotionally abusive text messages received in the episode. And that's an ultimatum. Just a chess game, victim like black and white, queens attacking queens, and kings attacking queens, obviously, and other Myras. Give me a sec. So it goes as follows. Wait, um, here we go. To her beautiful French credit, Myra says an entire act from Serbia to Egypt, and she never wants to talk to him again. She wants to move on. She knows what she wants, and it's not a life in America without a man who wants to control her. It's real love by genuinely hoping that she finds it with the most amazing French guys baguettes and they will live together happily ever after. Maybe mums will come to the weddings when the season footage realizing Andrew's a jerk. And we absolutely saved the best for last in Jovi and Yara. And I'm not really sure where to begin. it's all a wedding, and they're getting the newborn daughter skin contact at WhatsApp to the island nation of Aruba, Independent 2023. Jovi, Bon Jovi, and Yovi going to the concert with his best friend Vitaly. Hilarious, heartwarming. Start of the season with Yara, the tantalizing queen, transforming herself from the demon, spending a night at his mother's house in New Orleans and making the best of it. And we're watching Yara bloom into a young mother, growing with all of these changes in her life. And Yara never strikes anyone making Yovi kink, but she misses the G-spot when he's gone, and we're trying to get the T-act together. We're staying lake out nets and delivering crawfish and sending all the right signals in the deliveries, the subtle messages what Amazon leaves. And the brim. We all go into this together knowing the 99 problems and you ain't one. And You Tell All with Natalie, and some of the episodes from the 90s Beyonce universe. And if you don't like Yara and Jovi, that's probably not the greatest episode for you. We don't care. We love them. And we can watch Jovi smoke Yara all day, and she's getting this driver's license providing seasons worth of Sprites. And that's the worst kind of whiny manipulating. And his family is giving us the tell-all, and we're seeing who he really is, Paris into the brilliant schemer that she is, turning him into the baby mama. And he just doesn't realize how scamulicious the Michigan Rugrat is. Okay, I'm really having a big problem with Joa Sierra walking the little child down the aisle. Sterilized no more. She looked gorgeous, for true. Really. For sure. Battlefield movies. One of the best ever scenes. The cosmic scene. One of the best ones ever made, ever shot, ever directed. A Unitile Spectrum puzzle. Tundi Williams show. Really never over until it's really over. And the Honey Boom believing in the uranium director discussing his statement and how the uranium government can go from zero and reversing Tabib into the Hyrecosonomy. At 1:29 a.m., Will Dirk giving ha-has to the 7000 TT album Quick. So it's 11:20 p.m. CPM Image Awards round of winners, including Will Smith at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 11:35 p.m., bondage scenes, and it's dirty. Really recapping Mother Knows Best at, the call-in hours at the set, and Bernie giving us the energy needed for the youngsters to activate in the political scene. So that's also Britney Spears telling us the story. Multi-million-dollar book deal? Maybe. I don't know. Whatever you guys produce, I'll watch.